Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. But today I am going to teach you how to make an adorable treat box for the Ghirardelli chocolates, and I am going to be using the envelope punch board. I have this Christmas specialty designer series paper. This measures 6 inches by 6 inches, and like I said, I'm going to be using my envelope punch board, but not for an envelope. I'm going to pull out my scoring tool that is on the side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up at 1 3/8. Now there's wonderful little measurements on the side for you to judge, so I'm going to line it up at 1 3/8. I'm going to put my scoring tool right up against the edge there, and I'm going to score down. Now this is designer series paper, so you can't push real hard, and I'm going to punch. Then I'm going to move it over to the 4-inch. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to punch and score. Now at this point I am not going to measure again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it to the right, and I'm going to use this little arrow right here as my score guide. The important thing when you're doing envelopes or this box is to just measure once and then follow your score lines. So I'm just going to go across there. Then I'm going to move over to the next score line. Now it is better if you use the less design on your paper. Now I have my most detailed part of this facing up. It really should be the other way. It's easier to see your score lines that way, but I always seem to do things the hard way. So I've got that. I'm going to move it over again to the next score line, measuring that, or lining that line up. I'm going to flip it, line my score lines, punch and score, and line it up, punch and score. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of flip this around, and up at the top is a corner rounder. So I'm going to put my corners, my 4 little tabs in there. You don't have to do this, but it just kind of finishes it off, gives it a rounded rather than that pointed look. I've got that. Next, what I need to do is to do some cutting, and I'm going to go in to the wide ends. Now I'm going to go ahead and score all my lines, or burnish the lines that I have scored so that I can really see where I'm cutting. And I'm going to be cutting on the big points here. So I'm going to bring in my scissors, and I'm just going to trim to the center. So again, right on that score line. You really don't have to cut out the whole score line. Sometimes when I'm doing cardstock with a box, I do like 2 separate cuts so I don't have any bulkiness, but because this is designer series paper, I really don't have to worry about that. So it's just going to come in like so. Now you need to decide which paper you want on the outside. I want the detailed on the outside, so I'm just going to turn my paper around like so. And I'm going to just take a glue dot, use that glue dot to glue down those sides like so, and also on the other side just one little glue dot. Not much pressure to this. Like I said, we're just putting the little Ghirardelli, oops, guess I didn't pick up a glue dot, Ghirardelli chocolates in here. Now you could go ahead and cover your chocolates if you want. Now you have 2 options. Well, you have more than 2. You can, but for the side flaps, you can push it down like so, which is what I think I'm going to do for this box. Or if you want it to be a more finished box, you can turn it down like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of our little clips, but you can punch a circle at the top and add a ribbon. But I'm going to, like I said, just use those clips. You could also take your Ghirardelli chocolates and cover them with matching designer series paper. I am not. Oops, I said I was going to leave those flaps out. I'm going to leave that out like so. Put my little chocolates in there. If you want, you could put a glue dot to hold the sides down. I'm going to go in and add a clip like so. I could take and add some ribbon to that clip. Again, I think I'm going to use a glue dot. Sometimes those flaps just stay down nicely and other times they don't. So I'm just going to add a glue dot on each side. Oh, that one wants to now, but I'm going to go ahead and reinforce that. So I've got that. I didn't bring any ribbon over, but I think I will add a ribbon to that. But I need something for the front, and so I'm going to use that Merriest Wishes and the little deer. And so there I have it, a fun little treat bag box for your neighbor, for your mailman, teacher, whoever. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.